It was nice being in a couple.
The last minute I'm gonna go and turn into a goldfish.
To make charisma saving throws, please.
Oh, but I counterspelled it at age 9.
It's very easy. You have 4 letters in your name.
How many?
But there are 2 of the same letter.
How
So you
many?
really only have 3 letters.
But I'm not so hot on the numbers.
You, little elf girl, what's your name?
Save their voices. There's some really sexy people coming out in just a second. Man, I feel so much love just looking out here, and I hope the disappointment you feel with this panel will last 20 minutes. We have a couple of rules before we get started. Normally we play a video, but that one's outdated. We're working on a new one, but basically the crux of it is, most of this is going to be you being able to ask the cast questions. There are mics for Q&A located. Someone who's in charge point to where they are. This orange shirt here. And is that the only one? And this orange, yes, thank you. So when it's time, I will tell you to
It's okay if I stand here, right?
Or raise your hand, or however it's going to work. And please, in an orderly
Like I
fashion,
said, I don't
do
want to
so.
be, I'm not trying to take a spot in line or anything.
Asking Matt what time it is a no-no. That's only for Travis and I to be able to do. There's a lot of people on this stage, so if you have a question, one question for one cast member, please. Because if you ask everybody who would win in a fight, your character from this thing or your character from the other thing, everybody answer, and then it gets weird for Matt because he has to name NPCs. Just one question for each cast member. Let's keep it relevant to Critical Role. Nobody cares about the video games and stuff these guys are working on. We're all here because we have shipping questions and we have like whatever else. Matt did a show called GM Tips. If you have questions about GMing, that's a great place to go get all of those answers. What else? Am I forgetting anything? Be nice to each other. You know, if somebody's in cosplay and they're trying to get by you, just let them by. They might have weapons under their outfit. Without further ado, I would like to introduce the cast. The entire cast of Critical Role. Sam Riegel. Mr. Matthew Mercer. it never gets old, does it? Or it never
It's
stops
always
feeling
weird.
weird. Denver show?
Denver, man.
Hey, raise your hand if you're not from the Denver or Colorado area. My God! Okay, keep your hand up if you're not from America. Damn! That's cool. That's cool. Hey guys. Pretty much. Hey guys, so we have a lot to talk about. There would be a lot more to talk about this past Thursday's episode, but 45 minutes of it was Sam's ad at the beginning.
You know, our sponsors, they're really important, and we have to give them. I had to take about 15 minutes of this panel.
Oh, did you find more footage?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, let's keep politics out of our... I couldn't hear what you said, and quite frankly, even if I did, I'd be bummed. So, I'm sorry, those heckling. We're going to keep politics out of the panel, because it's just probably better. Something we like to do at every panel, though, every city that we go to, is if you are in cosplay and you're able to, stand up for us.
Oh my God, so many cosplayers of Critical Role Banana back there. Hell yeah!
Critical Role Banana.
My favorite NPC from Campaign 1.
Oh, yeah.
Gary the Banana.
I'm not sure we're gonna cast for him in the animated series, but I'm putting thought to it.
Yeah. Laura,
Me? What?
no matter how hard you keep trying, Jester just won't die. I mean, I know we
No,
have
she's
a...
probably gonna die the next episode now that you said that.
No, of course not.
No!
I'm gonna knock out some wood here when I get back to my hotel room. But yeah, I mean, are you worried? I know we have a backup cleric. Taliesin, not to diminish your
Oh, no, I got like 5 more. I'm fine at this point.
But Laura, seriously.
I have no backup character.
You don't?
None.
With everything that's happened.
Nothing. Not a single thing.
Ooh, Liam, I know you do.
I would say I want pink hair, but Caduceus took that card, so I don't know, I got nothing.
But you could both have pink hair. I mean, the twins both had black hair.
That's true.
Rock that pink together, that's right. In an orderly fashion, however this works here in Denver, you can start lining up for
Can I
questions.
interrupt, Brian, and just mention that the fine people in this room are the first people to ever see Ashley Johnson at a convention.
That's true. How does it feel to be here among, everyone at your first convention like this?
It feels awesome. What up, Denver? I'm not big in crowds, so this will be fun.
Just like a rock harvest.
You look excellent.
Well, let's see here. Let's start right here because I can't resist that hair.
Or that cod piece.
Yes. Oh, I missed it. Oh, wow.
How could you miss that contest?
Hey, tell us your name and then what's your questions?
I'm freshman, and my question's for Matt. In the first season, there were 2 large black swords that talk with a connection to Vecna. Was Cravenage supposed to be a false sort of cost to trick would-be adventurers who know of the sort of cost?
Wow, that's an excellent question.
It was more of an instance where I didn't know if Vecna was going to come back around, and I just really wanted to throw an evil, talking sword into the mix somewhere. It sort of caused way too powerful to give to somebody at the level they were at. So I created my own. And then as we continued with the storyline, I was like, well, I guess I can bring the real thing in. So to answer your question, I hadn't put that much thought into it. It just made sense, and I wasn't even sure they were going to find this sort of cause. It was just a thread of the lore that was dropped in there should they want to seek it out. If they did, but yeah. So thank you for giving me far too much credit.
Is there another station? Is there back there behind? Oh, it's just one? No, yeah, let's go in the back. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Sorry, the lights are really bright. And on that side? All right, cool. We'll just make our way around. Let's go back here. Then, yeah, tell us your name and then what's your question?
Hi, I'm Jordan, and my question's for Laura. I wanted to know. I love you, Jordan.
Aww.
I want to know, with all the traveling that Justice has been doing after she left home, what's her favorite place been?
Oh, wow. Gee whiz. I think my favorite place so far has been Halberdu. Because that party was pretty crazy, you know? And Kiri's there, so that's always.
That's a great question. Thank you, Jordan. All right, let's. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I wasn't paying too much attention, but you don't ask Matt what time it is. And no politics.
I know you DM for your kids, and I was wondering what things they've done that surprised you, and if they have ever DM'd for you or their friends.
The last bit is, have they ever DM'd for me?
Yeah, or their friends.
My son is just joined a D&D club at his school, and he has done like one short mini session and is getting to that point where he wants to start running a campaign. Successfully.
Everything's fine.
Turned both of my children into hardcore D&D nerds. I think I've said this before. My daughter's character dragged somebody, used grasping vines to drag a dude through fire. So evidently the apple doesn't fall that far from the tree. And I'm running my daughter and her friends from school through Ravenloft. I have been for a while. And gosh, spoilers. They ate pie. Oh no! You know what I'm saying? And I debated whether or not to tell them what was in those pies, and I decided not to until we actually played the game, and then I did. And one of my favorite memories of playing D&D with my children is watching 5 little girls' faces just go. Everybody should play D&D. Little kids, old people, boys, girls, everybody should play D&D. Thanks, guys.
All right, we're going to go all the way west of Westeros here.
Hi there.
Tell us your name in the darkness. And
my name's Shay. My question's for either Matt or Callison, whichever wants to answer. You guys have been playing together for the game for quite a while. What was your favorite D&D moment together before the show?
Favorite D&D moment to get before the show?
My favorite was that map that you had built for us in the previous game where we were going to find that weird beating, like red glowing gem. And I just remember, because I was playing that wizard who was a smug, another smug jerk.
My bad. I'll step
out. Yeah, it's where I'm comfortable. I remember the look on your face when I looked at the map and did the, oh, we are in the body of a giant behemoth. They're like, we're inside a body right now. I know where the thing is, and just, you were so irritated. I was proud, man. Yeah, you were like,
well, because it wasn't immediate. It was like 15 minutes in, I drew on this giant cavern map, and they were just exploring it, searching, alcoves of it. It was all hand drawn on a big old grid paper like you saw when we started.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going through and taking this area out, and Taliesin starts like going into macro, view, and realizes it kind of looks like a skull. A really big, oh no. And you mentioned that, and yeah, it was a little part like,
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
but also like, yeah.
All the stories that you guys have told about past games before this are dark and macabre as hell.
Yeah,
Like the darkest moments of our campaign, it sounds like that was what the whole thing was.
Sounds just right up your alley, Liam.
Well, to be fair, the Ravenloft game had some dark moments, but like, there was some dark moments.
Okay, back to position 1 here. What's your name?
My name is Mike, and I have a question for Mr. Foster.
Before you ask that, you're legally required to tell me if you're law enforcement. If I ask you if you're a cop, you have to say no. Say yes or no. Whatever the truth is.
No.
Okay, cool. You can ask me. So nice to meet you.
Likewise. A big fan of your writing, so thank you very much for all that. Secondly, we've seen this past year through a lot of articles coming out, studies and everything, how D&D roleplay and cognitive therapy has helped a lot of people. And you've been a real big advocate in regards to being honest about your journey and your story. I'd like to know if you'd be willing to share with us a specific time when you dealt with something in-game, and that experience directly helped you with something that you were dealing with in real life. Has it become therapy in some way for you?
Yeah, man. Wow, that's a really good question. I was not really prepared for that. Let me try to do that justice however I can. I think that the things, we all bring our own shit to the table. We all bring our own shit to our own characters in some way, and in some ways, hopefully, excuse me, language. Just realized. There's people. Hopefully, in that way, as they transform, we too can transform. And I've seen and experienced pieces of that. But for me, it's really what happens. And these guys can obviously attest to this. It's going on the journey with someone else, being vulnerable in front of somebody else. Even if you're RPing is being vulnerable in front of somebody else. That act alone, reaching out to another person in faith that you won't get rejected or that they are just like you, that connection alone is transformative, and that's why we keep coming back to the table, I think, in my opinion. That's been my opinion.
Going on your show on Talks Machina is also therapeutic for me.
Why is that?
Because I can see, like, I'm never going to be that bad. I'm never going to be that. So that makes me feel good.
Yes, my mother says Brian is like a fine wine, and some people just don't like wine. Who's up here? What's your name?
I'm Alex.
Yeah.
So my question is about that exact same thing, connection and vulnerability. I found Critical Role to be literally the thing that got me out of being in my house alone for 5 years because of... Just last night we got engaged and we met through Critical Role.
That's awesome.
So my question's about love. Matt and Marisha, love. She's our DM. What have you guys enjoyed? How has your connection grown through your love and your DM and your connection? And sometimes I bet you're like, I really want to know, or I really can't tell you, because we have those moments. But I just want to celebrate love, and we love you, and you have changed my life.
It's early.
Also, welcome to the map. Hi.
Right? That's how it works. Matt and I were actually just saying the other day, what's kind of been incredible about this is not only having a partner, you know, those who game together stay together, that we can have such like a deep shared hobby and interest in, but just this whole critical role journey, and the fact that we're lucky enough to go through it together. And see, I'm getting emotional. Just traveling and seeing all of you guys, and I mean, beyond us as a couple, like, damn, we're lucky.
For me, I mean, I agree with all that there.
Whatever, say baby, you're right.
Yeah, whatever.
Follow that up. I'll go to the more specific element of it. I'll say between us, like it, you know, even when we first started dating, it was very much like I know I've DM'd for her once, so I at least know she's into role-playing games.
Yeah, when I was still with my ex.
Yeah. That worked out well in my favor.
This is not always.
Gotta be careful of those one shots.
In all sincerity, it's for me from a DM's perspective, because it's one thing to play with, you know, your partner or partners. To me, it's the idea that I get to create this gift for my friends, and I get to create this experience and then watch them enjoy it, flesh it out, and then break it, put it back together, and make it their own. And the fact that I get to make part of that for you as well is, I don't know, it's a weekly gift that I enjoy very much.
Thank you very much, guys.
Congratulations. Matt, did I hear you
Thanks for
say,
making me cry.
did I hear you say I slid in as your DM? That's pretty good.
It's a whole new meaning to being over their DMs.
So many ways. Who's over here? Yes, you for sure. What's your name? Hello.
My name's Avery, and I have a question for Leo. All of us, I think, this weekend are experiencing, like, running into someone you really admire and being excited to learn from them. So I'm curious how Caleb is feeling about Essek. And also, if anyone else has a crush on him, that'd be great to know too.
I knew they had the
I don't think that Caleb fully understands why the attention is coming. He doesn't trust it entirely, but he has some distant experience with working that angle. So he will work it as needed.
It's always the NPCs you don't expect that suddenly get fiery traction in the community.
I was talking about Essek this morning, and Matt's like, why do people have it? He's a hot boy, Matt. That's why.
He's the hottest hot boy there is. Minotaurs and Drow hot boys.
Not limit yourself to a type. Who's over here in the dark? What's your name?
My name's Stephanie, and my question is for Sam. What challenges have you faced as a man playing a female character, and what advice would you give others that are playing characters that go against their gender identity or sexual identity?
Wow, great question.
Yes, I'm. Oh, boy.
The challenges I've faced, other than having to do that voice every week, have been, in playing a female character, I didn't want it to be like a spoof or anything. Like I'm sort of silly sometimes, but I really didn't want to be like doing a spoof of what I think girls are like or anything. I really want to play a character who's real and authentic. And obviously, I've never lived as a woman, but I've known half the people I know are women. And so I'm just trying to get into the female mind is a challenge, but an exciting one. And that would also be my advice to people playing the other gender or a different sexuality is just really try to think as that person would think and not just do like a surface level spoof, but like what driving forces does a mother feel or a wife that me as a man might not think about it. And thinking about Knott's son through all of this has been sort of like a driving thing that I always think about, even way before any of the reveals happened. It was always something that was in my mind because I know that mothers are have this cosmic connection to their kids constantly. Not that dads don't, but it's somehow even more intense. But just I guess playing it authentically is a challenge, and rising up to the awesomeness that is a woman is a challenge. Largely why we do this is to step into somebody totally different from us and learn empathy from it.
Yeah, it's true. I think all of us are experimenting and exploring other points of view in our characters, and that's why D&D is so great, and that's why this group of people is so great to learn from.
I will say also it doesn't help, or it probably helps tremendously that you're married to one of the most badass women.
She is far. I married up. She's way cooler than me, and I'm sure she's not watching this because
She's like Essek. No, seriously, I've never met anybody that's met Q that didn't get a crush on Q.
Yeah, that's true.
Watch her between the sheets, by the way.
Yeah, watch Queen between the sheets. She's fantastic. Hey, shout out to our sign language interpreters down
Yeah,
there. We could kill our references to a minimum because it's a bitch to spell. What's your name?
My question is for Sam or Marisha. When might you grace us with season 2 of All Work No Play?
Why do I have to be the honest?
Because you're our boss.
we actually have something we can say.
It is in progress. Actively as we speak. This one is a little bit more slow going. I know.
Which is Ripples. This one is a little bit more slow going because as insanely busy people as we were in the fall, somehow that's quadrupled. So just getting us all in a room together is very challenging. So the scheduling process has been a lot trickier and slower to just get everyone together.
I can reveal right here and now that we are shooting our first episode of All Work No Play on Wednesday. There is a real possibility that one of us will lose a limb.
The other thing that's taken so long is all the insurance paperwork for the ideas that we have for the season are pretty messed up. So.
Well, we kind of broke Leo last time. So he had to recover for half a year. Yeah. It's a glass cannon in-game in real life.
These are squishy. But if they manage to sew you and me together, it will have been worth it.
I'm trying to be so respectful, but they can just keep shoving me back.
Aiden.
What's your name? Yep. Yeah, give them the mic.
My name is Jaden, and I'm asking a question for my friend Merlin, because I can yeet myself up here faster.
You look awesome, by the way.
Thank you. It was a time. So this is for Liam. If you could have any D&D monster or creature as a loyal and devoted friend, which would you pick?
Travis.
Shouldn't have killed that Malbec.